This is Larry Hodel, local realtor, Southern California, bringing you another update on real estate areas, values, and also topics. Today, the topic is downsizing in your 60s and 70s. Probably about half of my clients are doing this, and there's some pros and cons. So I just want to make sure that you, in case you decide that you're in this area, kind of weigh all the advantages and disadvantages. So I'm going to review those briefly. By the way, if you would click the subscribe button over here, that would be great. And I continue to get these out to you every week. Probably the largest pro or for downsizing in your 60s and 70s is to sell the house, get your cash out, buy a smaller house, of course, for less money, and pocket the difference as extra money for retirement. And I've seen this happen over and over again, and it works out well. Also, a smaller house is easier to maintain. 1,500, 1,600 square feet is a lot easier to keep up rather than 2,000 to 3,000 square foot property. Also, many people like the quietness of a smaller house in a smaller suburb, perhaps less noisy, more peaceful. And probably the last reason would be if your family is not close to you now, then you'd like to move to be closer to them. A lot of people are doing this, like moving to Tennessee or Texas, and the reason they want to do that is to be closer to their family that's actually located there, or they've got a brand new grandson or granddaughter and they want to be close to the grandchildren. And unfortunately, they don't live in California, so that kind of takes care of that problem. Now, some of the cons, the negative things to downsizing, are you lose your current neighbors. And that's kind of important, at least it is to me. And also they love their current home. They like the size of it, they like the yard, they may have spent 20, 30 years just getting the flowers in the garden fixed up exactly the way they like that, and they don't want to start over again. Or your house is remodeled 10 years ago, you like the way it is, and you don't want to move into something where you've got to do it all over again. So that would definitely not be a plus. Also, many people have to leave their local church, and they have many friends there, and that's could be a problem as well. Also, a different state may have actually higher property taxes than here in California. And you need to check that out way ahead of time, not to get surprised once you move there and get your property tax bill. And the same goes for your health insurance plan. May not be available in another state, or if it is, I've had people tell me that they were ready to talk to me about listing their house, and they checked out on their insurance plan and it was going to cost them hundreds and hundreds of dollars more every single month, and they decided to not move just because of primarily that one particular item. Also, the home that you would move to, maybe it's out of state, maybe it's here in California but further away, would also put you further away from your family, perhaps grandchildren, and that would also be a negative too. So downsizing in your 60s and 70s, many people are doing it. Just want to make sure you understand pluses and minuses, and I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Great, thanks so much, and we'll catch you next week.